Mr. Dowd is 46 years old, married, with a 30-year history of unhealthy alcohol use. He was brought to the emergency room last night by the police because neighbors complained of wild partying and he became abusive and threatening. He has no history of violence, psychosis, or psychiatric hospitalizations, and he is about to be discharged from the emergency room. So, good morning, Mr. Dowd. How's it going?
I'm fine, Doc. I just need to get out of here. I'm not going to hurt no one.
I hear you. Okay, so we'll work on that. We'll get you out pretty quickly.
Good. I don't belong in this place. Gives me the creeps.
Okay, I just need to ask you a few questions and then we can get you on your way. I did hear about your situation from the resident.
Okay, good, because I already told the doctor everything. And no lectures on drinking. I'm an alcoholic. I know it. I like my life. I'm not going to change it.
All right, I'm hearing you, and I hear that it's a good thing in your life. Um, there's stuff that it brings you, and you don't feel ready to, or interested in changing at all.
That's right. I work hard. So sometimes I drink at night, a little bit, or a little more on the weekends. My wife and I like to have a good time, but no harm done.
Okay, I got it. I got it. You, I know you're working. I know you work hard, and you married, and things are okay. And the alcohol is just something that you do, you and your wife do, and it's not something you want to change, and you don't want any of these lectures that doctors sometimes give.
You got it.
Okay, so I hear about all the good things that about the alcohol that you like and what it adds to your life. I'm curious what things, if any, that are not so good on that about the alcohol.
Nothing really. I was hospitalized last year for pancreatitis, which did suck and hurt like hell. They also told me my liver tests were high, and the medical guy last night said they were worse. So I guess that's not so good.
And what's not so good about that?
Well, it's not so good that the alcohol is wrecking my liver. I know it could. I know it will get worse.
And then what?
Well, one day my liver could shut down.
And then what happens?
Well, a liver transplant might help, but I don't think they'd give me one with my drinking, so I'd probably die.
So let me make sure that I am getting you right because I'm hearing some different things. The drinking and the alcohol is there in your life. It's a good thing. It's a big thing. It's important. You enjoy it. You don't want to do any changes. But now I'm hearing that there's this other thing, the liver thing, and maybe that'll wind up killing you.
Well, I'm not ready to die, if that's what you're asking. And like I said, I like my life.
So I hear those, like I said, those two things, and I'm just trying to ask you to help me understand the alcohol not changing, the things you enjoy about it, and then now you are telling me that you understand this thing about your liver and that could mess you up big time. I mean, it could kill you.
Look, doctor, don't get me wrong. I know that I'm going to have to stop drinking. I'm just not ready to do that yet.
Okay, I'm hearing that too. So it sounds like the liver does concern you, and actually, it sounds like you know somewhere in the back of your mind that you're going to have to stop. And I guess what it is that I'm hearing to put it together is that, well, it's not going to happen too soon. Maybe in 5 or 10 years down the line, that's when you'll stop.
Are you kidding? No, no, no. I don't have that long. I'm going to have to do something a lot sooner than that. Probably this year, I think.
Oh, okay. So something's going to actually happen to need to change soon. I can tell it's not something that you want to do, but and it's going to be hard, I guess. I wonder if you're interested in getting some help with that.
What kind of help? And don't tell me to go to a meeting. AA is not for me.
Okay, no, not at all. I understand. So AA is great for some people, but it's not for everybody. We have this list. I'll give it to you in a moment. It's got community resources on it. Some low scale, low fees. I wonder if you'd want to look at it with me and see if there's any place that's near you or might interest you.
Yeah, okay, okay. But I want to get out of here. Is this going to take a long time?
Well, we're almost done. A minute or two. Here's the list, and you can look at it with me. Is there any of these places you might like to think about going?
Yeah, let me see. Oh, I know this place. Actually, I know someone who goes there. It's not that far from me. And this other one is 2 or 3 miles.
Well, actually, to this would be a big change for you to actually, make a decision to go to one of these two places. Would, if you do make that decision, which one would work for you? You think?
Um, I guess the closer one would be easier. Well, my buddy Frank just started there. He got a DUI, which he's not too happy about, but he says it's not that bad.
You would you want to make a plan to actually go ahead with calling one of these call this place up? You said.
Well, what do you mean plan?
Well, plan would be okay. This is the place I'm going to call. I know somebody that goes there. When you'll call them, and what you'll ask them, that kind of thing.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I think I should go ahead with this.
And so, give me more specifics if you'd like. When would you do that? Call them and make that decision.
Well, today's Sunday, so they're closed. I'll take this sheet with me, and I'll call this one on Juniper Street tomorrow on my lunch break, or maybe after work. I'll tell my wife; she'll be okay with it.
And what are you going to actually ask for?
I'm just going to ask for help, just cutting down. I'm not ready to stop, and I don't really think I need to.
All right, I'm hearing your plan now. You want to say it all back to me to make sure we're on the same page?
Okay. Tomorrow on my lunch break or after work, I'll call the center on Juniper Street and ask for an appointment for help with cutting down alcohol.
It sounds like a plan that's important to you and one you're likely to follow through on.
I mean, I'm not crazy about it, but I'm going to have to do something like this eventually.
I'm curious as I'm thinking about your plan, like about how confident you feel, like on a 0 to 10 scale, where 0 means, you know what, if I reflect on this, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to do it. But on the other end of the scale is a 10, where you know what, the time for this is now, and I'm sure I'm going to do it.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I know I'm going to be going back and forth on this one, but it is important. At least a 7.
I hear you. So I'm curious though, and we're getting done here. I know you need to get home. Why would you say a 7 rather than a 6 or 5?
Well, I'm thinking if I'm able to cut down a bit now, I might not have to stop drinking altogether, and I can still save my liver.
It sounds like a good solution for you. Tough, really tough, but important at the same time. Good for you that you're, taking this step at this time in your life. Would it be okay if we had somebody in the clinic call you on Tuesday or Wednesday to see how it's going with your plan?
Sure, that'd be fine.
All right, so I'll get that arranged on your way out. Anything else?
No, no, thanks, Doc. I'm ready to get out of here.
All right, good luck to you. Call us back if you have any questions.
Will do.
All right.